Hi, I'm Nick and this is the TBT channel. Welcome to today's video. Now, this is part 2 of the Ultima Ratter videos. In part 1, you've seen we've got chickens, you've seen we've got a rat hole. I want to shoot some rats. So also, as well, at the same time, looking for a small lightweight carbine that can do the job at close quarters. So we've got our 2240XL, the Crosman 2240XL, not available in the UK as far as I know, with a DNT Tnc225r Thermnight thermal day and night digital scope on top, sack moderator and a shoulder brace. We've seen it's got enough power, we've seen it's got the accuracy, we've seen where the rats are. So what we're doing in this one is we're going to be looking for the rats and hopefully shooting them. As you'll see in this part here, the original plan had been to sit on the outside table back there, about 12 metres away from where that rat hole is, and shoot from outside. But it got a bit chilly and it got a bit cold and I got a bit lonely. So what I did is, on the far side over there, the shutter's down at the moment, but that's the guest room. And I decided to shoot from there instead.
I've been just a little bit clever. I've set myself up in the guest room with a box and a cushion on the bed and a chair, and I've got the French doors open, or as they call them here in France, doors open, which means I can sit in comfort and relative warmth, even though it's going to get cooler because I'm going to leave that door open, but I can see out there. So we can see all the way along this little bit of garden here out to the back wall there, and the back wall, let's just range find that. The back wall's 43 metres away, and if I were to want to shoot something there, which is going to be difficult at this power, look at the drop. Look at the drop we've got there. But if I bring it back to, where are we? This is the tree there at the base of. So there we go. I'm still at 12 metres, which is, we're a metre further away than what I zeroed it at. So there's a tiny amount there. Now, it's great having infrared, and this is infrared. It's dark out there. If I turn the torch off, no, that's, sorry, bear with me a moment while I just right, that's going to take it into daytime mode. As you can see, it's dark. Press it again, press and hold, it will take it into infrared mode. Oh no, it's got the torch on. I wanted to show you it without the torch, but I can't seem to figure it out. I'll do it later, don't worry about that. But you can see very clearly, all the way down to 42 metres, you would be able to see a rat. But the trick's going to be spotting them. And the great thing about this Thermnight scope, with the press of a button, I've gone thermal. Now, this isn't the best thermal in the world. The Mars unit does give a much clearer picture, but the advantage of this is great for spotting your rat. He's going to show up bright red on this format here. Hopefully we'll be able to show you later. He'll show up bright red, we locate him, then we just flick back into infrared to get detail and pop, away he goes. I've got them zeroed at the same point, and it's going to be fantastic. So now all we have to do, it is currently about 7 o'clock in the evening. The clock's wrong on this, you can see that it isn't 2:23 in the morning. It's about 7 in the evening, so I'm just going to go and watch telly for a bit, and then I'll come back and see if anything is occurring.
It's worth pointing out that you can adjust the intensity of the infrared torch and indeed turn it off. It's just I was in a completely pitch black room. I'm not very good with technology and I hadn't figured it out yet. In the next little clip you'll see I'd worked it all out.
I had no luck last night. Didn't see a thing. So tonight, on the advice, I think it was Pete who said, put some garlic mayonnaise out. So that there is actually a jar, a very nearly empty jar that was going to go in the recycling, of garlic mayonnaise. But it's actually garlic sauce, but you know, tomato. So we're going to see what happens with that. Now, other things I've been playing with, I have discovered this button here. I can change the intensity of my infrared torch. Now, you're not seeing an awful lot of difference there because I'm using it very close range, but there, when I've taken it completely off, that is just using the ambient light around. So that's that. Where's my buttons? This button here flicks it into thermal, which you can't see the jar of because it's the same temperature as everything else. And if I take it back to that, now watch this. This got me a bit confused because I haven't got my light on. That's the laser. That's the laser rangefinder over there. Look, you see that cross? That's pulsing, giving a constant range. So that tree trunk there, 20 metres away, the next tree down, 26 metres away, the wall at the back, 43. Isn't that awesome? You can actually see the pulsing flash of the laser bit once I turn the light on. Oh, sorry, not that one. There we are. Put the torch on. Black and white daylight. So it's early. I've put that out. I'm going to come back in here periodically to check, see if we can't find a rat.
And that's how it's going so far. 2 nights, well actually 3 nights now, because there was last night as well. I didn't even bother downloading any of the clips from last night. It was too depressing. Now, we had a small holding in the UK when we lived in Cornwall. We had a small holding. We had pigs, chickens, geese, bloody goats, you name it, we had it. And yeah, we had rats because of all the feed that was around, because of all the animals that are around, and we're in the countryside. Up until earlier this year, next door had chickens and they had theirs down the garden. And he used to ask me to shoot the rats for him. Now, I could walk down there any time of the day and there'd be rats. As soon as I'd walk down on that edge of the garden there. So I'd walk quietly down the edge with my little 9mm shotgun. And my little, perfect for rats during the day, that is. Oh, it's awesome. I think I've done a video on it, but I could do another one. I'm not sure about putting thermal on it though. So I'd walk down there with my little 9mm shotgun, get to the end of the tin sheds, and the tin sheds where his chickens were in there and the run was outside of it. Just get to the edge, peek around. I'd shoot left-handed with that one because of the way I was shooting. Shoot left-handed around on that one, and as soon as I poked my head round the corner, there'd be half a dozen rats there. Boom, and they'd scatter. Okay, and that was day or night. And it was the same when I was in Cornwall. Now, I've only seen evidence of rats. We've seen the hole. It's still there. It's still there. So they've dug it out again. I don't know what to do. I tried putting some bait out. It was like a garlic mayonnaise, a jar of garlicky mayonnaise that you use on kebabs and stuff like that. I've been, you know, we're out and about all through the day. Never seen one. No, you normally see them scurry off, don't you? From dusk up until midnight, at various points during the day, from dusk until midnight, I'm popping my head around the corner. Not around the corner, I'm going into the room. I don't know. Now, I'm 12, you've seen when I'm doing my range finding there. I'm 12 metres away from my target, as it were. I'm walking into the room, it's in pitch blackness, absolute pitch blackness, and I'm inside. I'm 2.5 to 3 metres inside the room, inside of the doors. I don't think I'm making any noise, but maybe I am. Maybe I'm scaring them off. What do you think? What other bait should I try? I've got a squeezy tube of squeezy cheese that an American friend bought me for fun. It's rank. I might try some of that. Maybe rats would like it. I don't know. Maybe I'll try some of that. But can you give me some ideas as to what to bait? The other alternative is maybe I'm just too close. Maybe they know I'm there. But that doesn't explain why I don't see them scurrying during the day either. Any comments right now would be very useful for that. I think it was Sammy Davis Jr. who sang, "Oh, what a fool am I." And that's me. Oh, incidentally, what's black and white and got three eyes? Sammy Davis Jr. and his wife. Oh, thank you very much. So it's now Friday morning. Last night I was doing the usual, you know, waiting for the rats, bit of bait, blah, blah, blah. Still need help with that, by the way. Still need help. Please leave comments, all you rat shooters. And about 11 o'clock, I thought, do you know what? This will never do, because I know this has to come out tonight. It's Friday. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween, by the way. This needs to come out tonight. And I really wanted to get something for you, but there, again, no sign of them. And I know when you have rats, the end. But nothing. So about 11 o'clock, I thought, well, I've got to do something. So I put some of my Lego men in the oven. Not on a high heat. I'm not cruel. And I thought, right, okay, did that. And I dotted them around the garden over there where we've been shooting. Thermal on. It's brilliant. Honestly, I can't wait for the rats to come out. Thermal is the nuts when it comes to rat shooting. Or Lego men that have been in the oven at 120 degrees for 10 minutes. Absolutely brilliant. So I started shooting my Lego men and I was missing. And it's like, what the heck? All the shots were going low. All the shots were going low. You can fill in the blanks here. I know at least half of you are shouting at your telly or your phone right now. It's CO2. I ran it over a chrono. It had dropped down to under 4 foot-pounds. It had gone from 5.5 to under 4. Ambient temperature is a killer when it comes to CO2, and I didn't take that into account because I'm silly. Today it's 18 degrees. When I tested the other day, it's 18 degrees. That's lovely. 11 o'clock at night, it's 8 or 9 degrees. All the temperature's gone. We're in autumn. Christ, it's November tomorrow, you know. November tomorrow, so all the temperature's gone down to 8 or 9 degrees. And even though I'm indoors, because I've got the double doors open, it's the same temperature in the guest room as it is outdoors. So my CO2 had cooled down, the gun had cooled down, my shots were going low. So in the quest for the ultimate ratter, I can't use this anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. Crosman 2240s are excellent. This Crosman 2240 XL, which unfortunately isn't available in the UK, is one of my favourite air pistols of all time because it's got everything out the box wallop. It's just, during the day, full UK power. You can put a mod on it, you can put a scope on it, and you can buy shoulder stocks for a tenner. Brilliant. And obviously the DNT Thermnight unit is the thing to have. And I will add a caveat here. If you're shooting during the day or in evenings where the temperature isn't dropping, this is still going to do the biz. I did think briefly, oh well, if you got to your shoot and it was cold and you zero it at that temperature, then it's still going to be spot on. And do you know what? It will. You'll hit the target, but I think then you're going too low in power to be humane, to be sure of a kill shot. So I'm going to rule out all the CO2. Now, thank you to everybody so far who said about the CP1 and the CP2. You are exactly right. They are fantastic pistols. I had a CP1 10 years or so back before they were in the UK. I bought a couple from Poland, who were the first country to get these. I bought a couple of them and they are absolutely fantastic. But I'm ruling out CO2 for this quest for a lightweight carbine ratter. Remember, this is rather specifically for my friend Rosie, who wants a small lightweight. She's looking at the HW44, which is fantastic, but it's 1,200 quid. I'm trying to find something cheaper that'll be as good. This won't. And that's that. Now, even more of you are shouting at the screen, HW30, and you're absolutely right. HW30 is the answer. Because it will give you 8 foot-pounds all day long, regardless of temperature, accuracy right out to 63 metres. You should see me shooting my HW30 out at 60 metres in 2.2. The accuracy is absolutely spectacular. But it's a break action. So it's not suitable for the person we are talking about today. So we're going to carry on looking at small pistol carbines. What have we got? Off the top of my head, we've got the Umarex, stay. We've got the Umarex Notos, which is, I believe, a permanent shoulder stock on it. It's not a pistol with a shoulder stock, it's a permanent shoulder stock. Very, very reasonably priced. I'm not sure about in the UK, but here they're €375. Regulated 177 or 22. The 22 produces 28 joules, by the way, which is quite exceptional for such a small thing. It comes with a moderator and the scope. And the other one, which is a pistol that has a shoulder stock as well, is the Rexam X Mito. And that, again, it looks exciting. I've had a couple of PP 700s in the past, and they're quite a good pistol. Although you don't get very many shots on those, but they're quite a good pistol as well. And you can buy a shoulder stock for that. So we have options. Tell me what you think on those options and any that I've missed, because I am going to continue this carbine quest. But we're going to continue the ratting, this particular rat problem, what I have now. We're going to continue that next week before I get that, because I've said to you, it's maybe the short distance is the problem. Okay, maybe I'm so close to it, I'm trying not to make any noise, blah blah blah. Maybe that is the problem. I need to be further away. I need to be over this side of the house with my shooting bench, come out of the back door, sneak around the corner onto my shooting bench, everything already set up. My Rexam X is great, made out of girders and churches, can't sweep around and have a look, so I need something lighter. It's Friday. Any minute now, should be within the next 45 minutes, I've got a box arriving with a new gun in it. Now, this is from my friends at Kral. You'll have heard of Kral. They're one of the world's largest suppliers of air rifles. They post everywhere all over the world, except for the UK. And they're sending me a gun, and it is in 2.5. And 2.5 is awesome. It's going to be continuing my quarter bore saga, and they're also sending me a selection of pellets and slugs to test with it. But I'm not sure it's going to be that suitable for this job, because I think it's going to be quite powerful, quite light. So it's going to work from the scanning around thing. It's going to be quite light, and this is going on it without a doubt. The DNT Thermnight is going on top. But it might be okay if I use it from that corner, but it is going to require me, I think, to build a bait-in station over there with a suitable backstop. For reasons which will become apparent next time. I'm excited. Really, I am. Like, subscribe, hit notifications, leave comments. What can I do to get these rats into a position where I can shoot them? What things should I be considering for the next part of my ultra micro carbine rat gun? And that's it. Like, subscribe, hit notifications. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Halloween. Goodbye.